What's going on, Jets Nation? It's 7:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, which means another episode of the Jets Life podcast. Big show coming up here. We're a week into training camp, or a little bit less than a week into training camp. A lot of news to get to. We'll go over some of these reports that are coming out of training camp and whose stock is up, whose stock is down, and obviously we'll get into some of the injury updates. Big one coming its way today. But before we get started, let me bring on co-host Big Dom. Dom, how's everything going, bro?
Good, man. We're back in pads, so it's getting closer and closer and closer to number one, baby. Hit that like button. Let's go. Pump it up.
Yep. As always, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're in the chat, hit that subscribe button. Once you hit that subscribe button, you'll be welcome to leave your comments and any questions. Question in the chat today. Obviously, we'll get into this topic as well, but what are your thoughts on Geno's performance so far in training camp? All the updates out of training camp are pretty glowing on Geno's performance to this point, to the point where he even had a perfect day. Both he and Klubnik both had really, really successful days. I think August 1st is the day that this one came out. So obviously, coming into this whole thing, we talked about normalization of this offense. Let's normalize getting first downs, scoring points, having progressive drives, something this offense has failed to do for such a long period of time. This is a move in the right direction. You got Geno going 5-5 on this day. I believe he was perfect even on 7-on-7s, including 11-on-11s. So he just had a terrific day. Klubnik had a good day here as well. He's been up and down. He's a rookie player. It's what you're going to expect out of someone of his stature. He was picked in the 4th or 5th round, whatever it was, for a reason. But 5th,
4th,
whatever, 4th.
Yeah, he's 4th. He's
That's right. Yeah,
they're saying
it was the trade up to like 110 or whatever it was.
They're saying that he's the third best quarterback in this draft.
Third best. I mean, I was trying to think. I mean, I knew obviously Mendoza.
Mendoza and Simpson, and then they're saying the Klubnik.
Simpson's had a little bit of a rough start to training camp, but again, these guys are rookies. We'll see how things go. But it's obviously good to see that he's doing good things on days. We'll see what it all turns into. But again, it's just, if we're seeing Klubnik, it's probably not a good thing this year. We're hoping Geno Smith can bring some stability to this offense, bring an adult into that huddle. These receivers seem to be doing well with him so far throughout the opening stages of training camp. But before we get into the quarterback, let's start first, with obviously probably one of the bigger stories of this whole thing. Opening training camp day, David Bailey was out there and he had a good start to this whole thing. First day in practice was without pads, so obviously, once the pads come on, things change a little bit. But we've grown accustomed to, for a long time, there's been a lot of names. Vernon Golston, Quentin Coples, a lot of names to get drafted by the Jets high in the draft with pass rush ability.
Dwayne Robertson.
Dwayne Robertson at least had some.
It's like a little bit, very little.
Yeah, he had some juice to him. He wasn't Golston.
Yeah.
But, for far too long, it's been a situation where the Jets would draft someone you would expect to be like the next big-time pass rusher, and, they would come out and just not do anything, and you'd kind of just like go string along. Oh, he's young. But it's good to see David Bailey from day one get out there. And he's going up against, Armand Membou and Olu Fashanu, two top 11 picks, both of them,
right,
in their respective drafts. So he's going up against good competition, both within their first couple of years in the league, both very promising prospects as well. So it's definitely good to see him come out of the gate, again, without pads at that point in time. Kingsley Anabari, another player coming out there, showing some good performances. In fact, his defensive line has had a few players, and we'll get into more of that too. But first things first, what are your thoughts on how David Bailey has come out so far through training camp?
I mean, listen, to hear his name so like early on, like how he's dominating, because you're getting reports from everybody. Like they've never seen something like this. The Jets have never. I'm not saying there's never been a player like this, right? So to hear all these great things right off the bat about Bailey makes you think that maybe this guy is going to be an elite pass rusher, like a top 5, top 10 pass rusher. Not this season, but he has the build for it. And actually, I'm excited. I mean, I know there was no pads on. Like today, Membou, I heard handle him pretty well. So, but again, it's good as long as it goes up and down. I'm good with that. If it's just like always Membou, I mean, Membou's going to be. Hey, listen, that guy has a chance to be top level right tackle in this game. So for instance, it's like what they say, iron versus sharpens iron. That's the way it sounds like, man. And I'm good with that.
Yeah,
I'm loving it. Love what I'm hearing about Bailey.
And here's another positive development. Obviously, something that got thrown out there was that he's not strong in the run game. I always felt like he had boost in the run game. Obviously, needs to refine his craft, but he's been active in the run game. According to his report, that's promising news to hear. Obviously, any prospect that comes out, we all understand these guys aren't Hall of Fame ready. They are going to take time to project to what we think they're going to be. From Arvell Reed's standpoint, a guy that we both wanted coming out of the draft, the projection for him was, he
got to coach him up.
Looks like he can be a good pass rusher in this league, but you're going to have to develop him as a pass rusher. With David Bailey, it's okay. He already is a
pass rusher,
refined pass rusher. Obviously, you still work on that craft, but maybe his boost in the run game isn't as good as you would want somebody to be who's picking top 3 in the draft, whatever. I didn't necessarily think that was a major flaw in his game, but it was definitely something he needed to work on. And again, it's something this coaching staff has obviously put the time in, and he has put the time in to get better at that. We'll see how things go. Obviously, we got a lot of time before we can rate these guys.
No, for sure. And the good thing that what you brought up there, I mean, hear me out. You're right. Like with Reese, you didn't know what you were going to get. You were going to get a Swiss Army knife with Reese, right? He was a linebacker, pass rusher. He could drop back and cover. He could do it all, right? But you had to coach him up. He wasn't great at one thing. Where at least with Bailey, like again, we both wanted Reese, right? But with Bailey, he is a proven pass rusher. The guy led the college football season last year in sacks. The guy is a killer. Now it's up to Dunbar and that great defensive. I mean, he's an awesome coach. Can he actually coach him up to be at least like 55, 60% better than he was against the run? I mean, I think he could do it, and he's actually taken time to do it. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see.
We'll see. And Dunbar's worked with some good defensive lines in his career. Back with the Jets when he was here in the Rex Ryan days. With the Steelers over the last few years, obviously he's been there for quite some time. Working with guys like TJ Watt, Highsmith. So he's got that ability to kind of work with players of different calibers. This one that, maybe he can, for once, this team could take a player that's projected to be a good pass rusher and move in the right direction.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I would be so psyched. Imagine Bailey come off the scene and like just dominating. I mean, that'd be so awesome. That'll prove us. I'm good with that.
I'm trying to think the last defensive player, obviously Sauce, but last defensive player front 7 wise the Jets have had off the scene.
Quinnen. Yeah, he was
dominated. But even he was a little bit of
started off a little slow. You're right.
Yeah, there's still
better and better.
I think it was finally his second year that really kind of. And I think he battled through some injuries his rookie year, if I remember right.
Yeah, he had something with his foot. I remember.
I think there was something there too. So it wasn't right out of the gate. Obviously, second year is still pretty damn good, but it would be nice.
I mean, the last one, honestly, you could probably say with Darrell Revis, rookie year.
Even after him, what was his name? The
Sauce.
No, he won Defensive Rookie of the Year with us too. Can't think of his name.
It was after
the guy who didn't like what's his face? Brandon Marshall. You remember he got pissed off Brandon Marshall and
was it? I don't even know what position. Oh, was it Muhammad Wilkerson?
No, but he was on that defensive line. Sheldon Richardson, was it Richardson?
Oh yes, Richardson. Yes, yes. Oh, he did win defensive rookie of the year. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good player.
Which was such a quiet defensive rookie of the year kind of year. Like,
yeah,
like we've had some pretty decent players, and I just felt like that was like a really quiet one. He was dominant, sure, but I just thought it was a little bit more of a shock in that situation.
That's crazy.
But gotta tell you, probably one of the better, reports or scorecards he likes to call it. Dennis's emoji scorecard for each practice is probably one of the top updates you can get and you can find on Twitter. This one from practice number 3, fans back in the building or back on the practice field. And I think that's only one, if I remember what I'm hearing right. So I think that's gonna be the only one open to fans. Geno Smith, I think this was his perfect performance.
Yeah, he went 11 for 11.
Mm-hmm.
He had a really good day. Again, there was no pads on. Now the pads come out, so now we'll see what's everything is about.
Garrett Wilson, I heard conflicting. I heard he had 5 catches from one person, 6 catches from another one. But regardless, strong performance in this practice. Adonai Mitchell, you're hearing a lot of positive things out of him to start this whole process, which is a really good thing to hear because you and I talked about it. Ideally, he can develop into a reliable
number 2
deep field threat, maybe your number 2 option, and you just can't go in, put all the eggs in that basket. The Jets did not. They went out there and got Omar Cooper. They went out there and got Kenyon Sadiq, which we'll talk to about in a moment here. Got a few different options. Stiggers.
Another great.
Yeah, he's the kind of player, like he does well in practice. I just haven't seen it in games yet. He's a good gunner. I'll give him that. Yeah. But as far as like actually playing defense, I just haven't seen it yet. But
you know what?
a good practice from him.
That's one of those things, Anthony. Like, how you have one of these players out of nowhere come out. You know what I'm saying, and like start to show up. You know what I'm saying? Look what happened with Sherwood. How long did it take him to actually show up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe Stiggers, because what is it? 3rd year with Stiggers now?
3rd or 4th, yeah.
So hopefully we could get something out of him this year. Some good production. That'd be awesome.
Armand Membou, we talked about already, specifically around Bailey. Geno Smith to Garrett Wilson. There was a highlight reel out there that Garrett Wilson go out to catch the ball, coming down with it on the sideline. Beautiful thing. Up and down David Klubnik.
As expected, like you said, rookie.
Yeah, I mean that's what you're kind of expecting. The kicker's having a pretty good performance overall in training camp. 7 of 8 for Sanders, 6 of 7 for York. I think even I want to say it was yesterday or what was that?
We'll keep them both on the 53-man roster. You never know.
There was another. I had another update that I think it was Sanders went 7 of 7 or something like that, and Cade York missed 1 field goal as well. Both having really good camps so far, so we'll see how things shape out. Ask you this. If it comes down to it, let's say both put together strong training camps, strong preseasons, which one you keep and which one you moving to the side?
The one I would – all right, so I want to know how they are from 50 and above. Who's got the strong?
I'm saying all things equal. They're both all things equal because they're both doing it. All the reports is they're both making long field goals. They're both pretty damn accurate.
You kind of got to go with York because New York. You know what I'm saying? Come on, New York and New York. Come on, it sounds like pretty cool. I think Sanders just has more of the experience.
That's right. That's where I was leaning.
So I probably would lean more towards that. But if they're both freaking hitting it all, and I mean, if they're both good, I'd lean more Sanders though.
Yeah.
But I do like the whole York thing with New York.
Ion Sadiq. Well, this was obviously before the injury situation, but had a pretty solid practice that day. And then the injury thing at the bottom, Sweat, Pons, both not out there. Ed Osai's this list as well because he just hasn't been out there yet.
He might miss.
Yeah, so we'll see how things go. Osai I wouldn't be too worried about because
Pons,
he's a veteran. Obviously going into a new system with the Jets, but you'd like to have them all out there. here's the nature of this game. Players get injured all the time. It's just the way it is. There's just a report, Jalen Walker from the Falcons, torn ACL. He's done for the year. I mean, it's just,
oh man,
it's one thing after another. It's the way it is. The Jets have been screwed so many times with injuries in the past. Remember the Carl Lawson.
Man, that's why that season throwing it down with these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just gotta be cautious. That's why the Sadiq thing probably bothers me, even more. I didn't understand. Because what was it, like 3 weeks into after he got drafted that you finally had the surgery? It was something like it was a long time.
Right before that mini camp when they were all there, the rookies mini camp.
So it was a few weeks after, and I understand. Like you're not gonna bring him into the plane and the doctor's not gonna be there with a scissor ready to friggin' go at it. But I just didn't like the short turnaround timeline that they were. He went in for surgery. And it's normally like a 5-week recovery, and training camp was in 6 weeks. I feel like you were moving that timeline way too close, where you were going to have to be extra cautious with him. And they were cautious. They had him on a maintenance schedule. My question was I assumed that they were required to have a maintenance schedule on him. I think that's what the doctors probably prescribed. But the question is how did it go from yesterday having a maintenance schedule to there's a setback? Like what changed? That's my concern.
I don't know if they're just overly cautious with him. I mean, we don't know because I don't even think what's his name said anything, Aaron Glenn, about his injury. The only thing he's saying,
setback.
Oh, there was a setback then?
Yeah.
How long is this setback going to be for? They said
he says he'll be ready by week 1, but
that's 6 weeks from now. Is he not going to see the friggin' field before then?
He says he's not worried about it. So hopefully we're just making a bigger deal about something that doesn't even need to be worried about. But I don't know. I was excited to see this offense at full potential. Have everybody there ready to roll. Keep that positive momentum going here with everything Geno's doing. All the receivers out there, they're looking good. They're looking great. Omar Cooper had an outstanding catch. I don't know if you saw that one out there.
Yeah, he
down the sideline, rotated his
body last second to misdirection. That was an awesome catch. And that was a nice throw by what's his name too, man. Geno.
That's a veteran type of reception. That's why a lot of people liked Omar Cooper. That's a big reason why Fernando Mendoza was very successful at Indiana. Those receivers having the ability to make those back shoulder plays, get their hands up late so the defensive back can't play the ball. That's what made that Indiana offense so stellar, is that these receivers were just out in the boundaries.
We're just
making plays like that all day long.
It was like a fine tool, man. That was awesome watching that team last year.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the concern. Obviously, going with the Sadiq thing, like I said, hopefully it is short term, nothing to be overly concerned about. But
what about Sweat? What's going on with Sweat?
No, I mean, there's no update there either.
Hamstring, bro. Hamstring like a half a year, bro. Like that, right? Especially for
it depends on what grade it is. I mean,
that's why Salah traded him to us. He knew he already had the hamstring injury, probably. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about that.
Well, I don't know, man. Because
I'm not worried about Salah's opinion towards that.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm worried about the hamstring, sure, but I'm not necessarily making it seem like Salah's
you see what he said?
I have a box on this one.
We're gonna kick their asses week 1. I loved it. I mean, what is he gonna say? Oh, we're gonna lose? The fuck? Of course he's gonna say that.
Did it come out who was the one that said it? I know Fireman had talked about it.
I'm not sure who said it, but I think he was at a it was some, I don't know, it was like a big event.
He said he was at some sort of golf thing, I think it was.
Yeah. And he just came out, like a fan went over to him or something like that he was wearing a Jet hat and was talking, and he said, "Oh, we're gonna kick your asses" or something on week 1.
Yeah, we're gonna beat that ass or something.
Bro, what is he supposed to say though? You know what I'm saying? I don't care that he said that.
What do you want? What do you want him to say?
Just, you know what, fuel us up a little more. That's all that's gonna do.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, he hasn't seen a Jet team like this. This is a totally different Jet team. Their offense is way better than he ever had it. Defense is probably something to be concerned about, but whatever.
Our defense,
Yeah. I mean, for Geno to be going 11-11, I don't know. Either he's really that good or our defense is really that bad. Let's start with that. You know,
Let's go right into it.
yes,
Practice number 4.
right.
First day with pads. Little rainy weather. It wasn't a great day for the receivers out there that day. And Geno Smith, obviously, there was an interception for the first time by a starter at training camp.
Yeah.
It was Minka. Defense played really well this day. I believe on the Fitzpatrick interception, it was I'll give the assist because we're at a point where we give assists for interceptions at this point with how long it's been for the Jets to get interceptions. Demario Davis dropped back coverage, so Geno Smith had to kind of do a layered throw between linebacker and between the linebacker and safety, sailed it a little bit, and Minka made the play. Belton's been solid out there. That's a positive sign. We have our issues with the safety room, so it is good to see that another player in the backfield is showing some promise. Cooper, we talked about already. This is the day of that nice catch. In fact, a couple spots down. Membou, it's awesome to see how solid he's been throughout this process. So we'll see how things go. A lot of praise given today to both Membou and Olu by Aaron Glenn. So again, positive to hear. Klubnik had a good day on this 4th day of practice. Jelani Woods was out there making a lot of plays. I don't know what the heck that means because I think we were hearing he made some plays last training camp too, and I don't even think he ever suited up for a game. And then the Sadiq news, obviously the injuries, Sweat, Pons, Barron, Osai. It's
just injuries.
What we got there.
I mean,
just want some of these guys to start playing. Like Pons is another one that concerns me a little bit too. I was really excited to see him. I mean, we're at a point already with 2 of our top 4 rookies haven't even been able to really practice at this point. So hopefully things get better. We'll see how things turn around there. But and what are your thoughts here so far as we're going through some of these updates? Is there someone like who's your stock up, who's your stock down type of guys?
I mean, stock up for sure. Geno Smith. We're going right off the bat. I mean, is he the number 1? Honestly, probably not. I'm thinking Membou for sure, Bailey for sure. I mean, you're starting to see. Listen, for what Klubnik is doing right now, he's turning some heads too. He's having his up and downs, but he's had pretty good camp so far. I mean, you even have what's his name, Cooper having a good time. Mitchell stocks up. I mean, listen, there's a lot of stock up here. I haven't heard a lot of though. No Braylon Allen, and no Davis. They've been quiet. That's what I'm a little concerned about that. I heard a little bit about Mason Taylor, it was very little, but I'm starting to be a little concerned about this running back room, dude.
I mean, we're 2 padded practices in. I'm not overly concerned there. We'll see. I think you'll get a little bit more of a look there from those guys when the preseason games go. I do wonder how the Jets are going to approach. You may not see these guys the first preseason game.
I don't think so. You might see them out for the
maybe
first
Davis.
drive. Maybe a first drive, you'll get the starters out there, I think. And then that's it.
Possibly.
I
wonder. I mean, obviously, I don't want, these guys out there for extended periods of time, but you would like to see
something.
What this offense kind of looks like. I know they're going to be vanilla. They're not going to come out there with their top grade A passing game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you'd like to see, how does Geno Smith look with a set of wide receivers? And Garrett Wilson probably doesn't play.
You get Cooper on the field. You get Mitchell on the field. I'm cool with seeing that too. What you're going to get out of Garrett Wilson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to see these rookies play, dude. I want to see Bailey out there for at least a quarter and a half. You know what I'm saying? I want to see this.
I'm trying to remember. Do you even remember what he did last year from a?
He played.
I don't think we saw Justin Fields in preseason.
You played a little bit of that. It was the first quarter, and then he pulled everybody. That's what it was. It was his first quarter. I think it was one offensive drive, and then he went right to the rookies and all that. Mm-hmm. And he did the same thing in the second game. He did the same thing. I think he had 2 drives, and in the third game he did nothing, 0.
Yeah, nobody does that anymore for the third game. Third game is usually just a
you see a little bit of it. And they actually did good on there too. I remember, was it last year when they came out and they did pretty well on their drive? But whatever. It is what it is.
Again, 2025 is a distant
I
memory.
don't want to talk about it.
For a lot
It's
of
a
stuff.
totally different team. Like, this is a completely different team. I mean, we talked about it. I mean, you got at least, what, 16 new starters?
I think we did the head count before, but
it's
probably up there.
Yeah.
Probably up there, especially when you consider Garrett Wilson didn't even play for
I mean, think about
12
that.
games, 13 games. So if you look at it from that standpoint of players that played more than 6 games last year, like, you're probably talking about a brand new team overall. The only players I can think off the top of my head are Breece Hall. He played most of the season. Membou and Fashanu.
Membou came in last year. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Membou was a rookie last year.
So I'm saying from last year.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Are you saying like from 2 years ago?
Well, we could do it from last year, actually. It's probably smarter.
Most of the offense still. Obviously, the skill players like Garrett Wilson, Adonai Mitchell, Cooper. I would say those are all you would consider them like kind of like
brand new
year one because of Garrett Wilson not playing and Adonai Mitchell coming in late in the game.
Yeah.
The whole offensive line played except for Parham's new.
I was asking,
so from the offense side, it's all there.
Any reports on Parham? How has he been doing?
Here's the thing. When you don't hear anything bad about an offensive lineman, it's usually a good thing.
When you hear something really good, man, just like him, boom, wow.
In fact, let's get right into that. So another report on the offensive line. This was, again, I believe this is the first padded practice. Yeah, this was I forget. First padded practice was yesterday. So this is the first padded practice. O-line, D-line drills. Armand Membou dominant against Bailey and Will McDonald. Will McDonald, I gotta say.
Did you hear about he tossed him, Will McDonald?
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, dude, try to find it. It's out there. He actually physically tossed him. Like, he came around him and he just grabbed and like threw him. Crazy shit. That's how strong that kid is, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm loving what I'm hearing out of Membou. I mean, I'll be honest with you, dude. That's just like one thing we won't have to worry for a decade. You know what I'm saying? If you have that, he could be the best at his position in that. You know what I'm saying? On the Jets, dude, we got it. Now, hopefully, Fashanu could just be just as good, and that would be so electric having 2 bookend tackles like that, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I've liked what I've seen out of the first 2 years of Fashanu.
Same here.
I think Membou's a step above him as a prospect perspective, but listen, when you have someone that's manhandling guys on one side of the offensive line and then Fashion on the other side, we saw the picture of Ferguson. He wasn't dominant out of the gate. He kind of took a trajectory until he was.
Every year he got better and better and better and better and better. He stacked them up, and he became all pro.
And then Tittman looking solid too. The guy you just paid big money to against Jawan Briggs, someone who probably will get a big contract after the season's over, depending on how he plays this year. And Onyemata, obviously a veteran in this league. So again, when you talk about what the Jets invested into this offensive line, the top 3 guys right here, all showing positive work in one-on-one type of situations. That's what you want to see. You want your offensive linemen to win their one-on-one battles.
That is a great sign, dude.
Olu stock down, Membou stock up.
What's up there, Dane?
Cooper and Bailey stock up. Sadiq down for now. Yeah, that's the concern, Dane. The Sadiq shit is not something we're overly thrilled with, but it is what it is. Nothing you can really do about it. Hopefully it's short term. Hopefully it's something that he can get out there and get on the field, get some reps before the season starts, because last thing you want is a rookie to have to learn, during the season on the fly, especially that position, especially if he's going to be a big part of this offense, like we were expecting him to be. The one I would say, devil's advocate type of situation here is we do have
Mason Taylor,
a second round player, and Mason Taylor who showed some promise.
He's a pretty damn good player too, man. I mean, he didn't get to show his colors last year, but I think he's gonna have a better second year. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, so I mean, he can make it. He can definitely make strides in the right direction this season, allowing for Sadiq to kind of work his way into it.
Yeah,
and we'll see how it goes. But it just sucks. You'd like to have all these guys out there as best you can. And then this is from today's practice. Pads on still. Paul with a nice day. Stevens with an interception. Ruckert.
Wow, look at Ruckert, huh?
Showing some positivity on a day where, obviously the Sadiq news comes out. So he's stepping up there. Membou, it's just he's all over the news. So that's a good thing. Geno Smith and Klubnik both having okay days. I don't know if you saw the Isaiah Williams catch. That was actually a pretty nice one too.
Man. Yep. That was
He's
nice.
the player that, and this is what I was talking about. So Sanders and York today.
Oh, wow,
this is where I saw it. 8 for 8 today. York 7 of 8. Azaria Thomas, wearing that number 1 out there, looking like he's out there. Darryl Jackson, another player stepping up in the wake of Devondre Sweat not being out there, so that's another positive one. And then we talked about it with the injuries: Sadiq, Sweat, Pons, Barron, Osai. Barron probably doesn't make the roster. If this guy's gonna get on the practice field, there was already a lot of negativity towards him anyway. So if he doesn't practice,
Barron.
So I mean, unless they give him some sort of injury designation where they can squeeze him on the practice squad or something like that, then
they probably would do that because they drafted him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I can see that.
It's not looking too positive for Barron, especially the fact that a lot of these younger players are already stepping up. They brought in a shit ton of veterans too that played the same position or similar position to what he plays.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
can only keep so many defensive linemen. But
that's sure.
Isaiah Williams, one I want to talk about a little bit here. So we obviously know Garrett. We obviously talk about A.D. Mitchell. We obviously know about Omar Cooper, but Isaiah Williams is another option out there that last year showed some juice as a third option.
He was like our number 1 receiver a couple weeks. Didn't he have a 100-yard game with us too? In one of the weeks?
I don't think so. But
no, that was Mitchell. Mitchell had that 100-yard game.
Yeah, Mitchell had the 100-yard game. He had a touchdown last year, his first touchdown in his first couple of years in the league.
But he makes plays. Rob, what's his name? Williams.
Isaiah Williams.
Plays, yeah. And plus
he makes plays. And I think he's gonna have a role in this offense. Definitely someone you gotta respect, especially in space. You know what he can do.
Number 5 receiver. I mean, and remember, we still have what's his name too? Reynolds.
Yeah. I mean,
he's on injury report too. I haven't heard his name at all.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, listen.
It probably goes. Obviously, 1, 2, 3 is we've talked about him. Isaiah Williams, obviously number 4. Number 5.
It could be. It ain't gonna be what's his name. He's starting to really turn heads where it's like this.
Arian Smith.
Yeah, Arian Smith.
He actually had a couple nice grabs too. I mean, he's been out there too, making some plays. So we'll see. I'd like to see him show up in some of these preseason games, see what happens there.
He'll be playing a lot. That's right.
Listen, he was a rookie last year. He got overdrafted. That's the problem. When you get drafted in the 4th round, you're expected to kind of
something. I mean,
something.
I mean, he's a good gunner.
I mean, you can keep a role, sure, yeah, as a gunner. I mean, that's definitely possible, but not ideal.
No, I got you.
And then the Reynolds situation, a veteran presence there.
It's good to have.
I wonder what they would do in that situation. I think you'd like for the younger player to step up and make a decision, but
I want the better player to stand up, dude. That's what I want. Listen, for the Jets to make a deep run, we need the best out there. We need the best 11 on 11. You got what I'm saying? And good role players outside of that. But if you want the Jets to win a Super Bowl like the Knicks won the championship this year, we need the best out.
I don't know if it's happening this year, but
just throw $20 on it. You never know. What the heck, dude? It's worth $20. I know I'd lose it, but what the heck?
Yeah, you definitely lose that.
There is a slight chance, but
so funny little topic came out here, on the old Twitter sphere. It just caught my eye a little bit, but obviously has a lot to prove. But I think Garrett Wilson still takes the cake on this one. But all the reports you're hearing about Membou coming out of this whole thing, I know we've talked about him a lot already, but it goes without saying, if this guy can come out there and what we're hearing is right and what we saw last year, I mean, the guy was pretty flawless in most of his games last season. I don't think there's many games you look at and say he had a bad game. Starting from day one, he went nose to nose with
TJ Watt, bro.
TJ Watt, and
it's like crazy.
Kept him mostly in check. TJ Watt did have he had one possession where he just like went ballistic and like got off the edge, made a couple plays.
Bro, it's TJ Watt.
Run game. He's TJ Watt, sure.
One of the best players in the game.
But what if you had to rank
the Jet players right now?
Top 5 players on the team right now.
Oh boy. Okay. So I mean, Garrett Wilson. Not in any order. Okay, I'm just going to name my 5 top players. So it's Garrett Wilson. It's going to be Membou. Oh boy. I haven't seen him play, but come on. So you're going to throw Demario Davis on there? We haven't seen them play, but he's a top 5. So is Minka Fitzpatrick. And the 5th one, I want to put Brees there, but I'm leaning more towards what's his name over there? Freaking not our corners, not our safeties, not our linebackers. Demario, offensive line, probably Fashanu. I think we have 2 top 5 players. Like 2 of our top players out of the top 5 are on offensive line.
Yeah, they're very like when you look at the Jets as a whole, they're very like obviously you have Garrett Wilson, you have Membou, and I think from there it's just like there's a lot of like just spread the wealth. Like you can listen,
we've had that problem though. I mean, when was the last time we even had a problem like this? I mean, that's a good problem to have. Remember, and these are all young players. That's the thing. So we're developing. Hopefully, we could just develop these players and keep our players, you know what I'm saying, to turn into something special. I mean, the most important spots on your football roster, of course, beside a quarterback and coach, is interior and exterior line, like the interior lineman. You know, you got your defensive line, your offensive line. I think we're doing a pretty good job there. So he's doing that old school approach where Parcells loves that. And I think Glenn is looking at that and saying, you know what, let's just dominate the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And I love it. I'm loving what I'm hearing. And it's just going to make it easier for Geno, you know what I'm saying, having a line to protect him. Not like he had one in Oakland. I mean, Vegas, where he was running for his life. That's why he fucking did horrible last year, I think.
Out of all the injuries, which one worries you the most?
Out of all of them, Sweat.
The Sweat one?
Yeah, because we need him big time. There's a big void that Quinnen left, and he could do a pretty. He's not Quinnen type, but he can do a good job there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the Sadiq news is just, you know what it is? It's annoying. The Sadiq news
is upsetting. It's annoying.
But I think he'll be back. I think he'll play this year. You know, I think it's just one of those things where it's a little setback, but I think he'll be practicing next week again.
I feel like groin injuries are one of those things that like
linger
for sure.
Yeah,
and especially for like, I mean,
someone that's fast.
Yeah, someone who has that agility, whatever.
Yeah,
you know, your cuts aren't as smooth as you would like them to be when you injure your groin. Like we look at a groin injury that of recent memory that lasted a very long time. CJ Mosley.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing lasted. Yeah, it was supposed to be 2 weeks, then it went to a month, then out for the year. Was that the one?
For the year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeez.
The groin injury that never healed.
Never healed.
Looked like an animal.
Yeah, that bothers me. I mean, the Pons injury, it kind of bothers me too because I want him out there. These kids need these reps. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the only thing that's going to be bad about this is that if he doesn't get out there sooner or later, there's no way he's starting week 1. It's going to be more of what's his name over there, Brownlee starting, and he'll come in situational time. I mean,
which isn't a bad thing. I mean, let's be real. Like the perfect storm is that you have players that can
contribute,
do certain things. They can have a role and work their way into what that role, you know, what they are on this team. And if Brownlee comes in, he's your starter. He's a guy with experience. He's been around a while.
He played good.
Obviously has his flaws. And then if this is an injury, it's a concern with the whole Pond situation, eventually work your way into getting those reps and, you know, you grow at your own pace. And that same thing with Sadiq. again, it just goes back to the Sadiq one. Really is probably the one that annoys me the most.
It's the most annoying.
The thing with Sweat, I like what the Jets did to his defensive line. I do understand that Sweat is kind of the guy we brought in to enhance that run defense. But
you got 3 guys that could play that role too. You got
you got a lot of guys. You got Onyemata
and Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Those are big guys in the middle that could friggin' plug. I get what you're saying with that. Like I said, the most annoying one is the Sadiq thing, though. But again, like you said before, we got Mason Taylor. You know what I'm saying? So it could be one of those type of things. And then again, I mean, all these rookies, this is probably the best. Not saying you going on an injury report's good, but the slowly easier way into the game. You get what I'm saying? That would be awesome. I mean, they're learning as they're watching and slowly practicing and coming into flow. You know, listen, it wasn't like 2000. What was it, 2021 or 22 when we drafted those 3 first rounders, and they all right off the bat. Actually, all 4 of them were like top notch right away. I mean, we won. There was a race between Garrett and Brees for Rookie of the Year, right? Jermaine Johnson played awesome, and Brees, and who was the other one? Sauce won fucking Defensive Rookie of the Year. I mean, that was unheard of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's impossible. We never get those things. You know what I'm saying? And we got it, and they're all gone almost.
Almost. Yeah. The defensive ones are gone.
Yeah,
offensive guys all got extensions.
Yeah. Unreal.
Probably one that like just has me scratching my head. I don't know if I'm annoyed with it or irritated by it or what, but the Osai one's just weird. Like it's just
it's like, only the nuts, dude.
What the hell are we doing here? Like I don't understand. Like what is going what
undisclosed.
I just don't understand what you had to fist fight one current New York Jet for the fate of the world. Who are you fighting and why? Probably losing all of them. I mean,
if you had a fist fight,
do I have to win
New York for the fate of the world? Who are you fighting and what? I'd probably fight York.
I was gonna say probably one of the kickers.
I'll kick her for sure. I don't want that McNamara guy. He guy's like friggin' 300 pounds. I think a 200 pound. He's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
You see him? He's like jacked.
Yeah, I was gonna go with one of the kickers.
You have to go with one of the kickers.
Yeah.
Unless, actually, what about that? What about that quarterback or the third stringer or whatever? What's his name again?
Zappies.
It was Zappy and the other kid. What's his name?
Brady Cook.
Yeah, one of those guys.
No, Brady Cook did his job last year. He was the tank king.
Oh no, he did his job for that. He's saying you got a fist fight. One current New York Jet for the fate of the world. Who are you fist fighting?
And why would I fight him?
No, he's just saying.
Jason Sanders if he's wearing a Dolphins jersey. There you go.
There you go. That's cool. I'll do that. I wouldn't want to fight him, but because I don't
want to fight him. He's wearing our colors now, but
yeah,
when he was wearing a Dolphins jersey, even a Giants jersey, it's good. It's a good moment for that.
I mean, I tell you one thing. I mean, yeah, you're right. This Joseph Asai thing is really. Well, I mean, honestly, let's talk a little bit more about it. I know we spoke a little bit about it earlier, but this Bailey show has got me pumped, dude. It's definitely got me pumped. I mean, listen. You see it as over and under. You seen his over under sacks this year? 7.5. Was it 7.5?
I think that's what I had seen.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I don't know, man. I think he could do better than that. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. We got to see week 1. Smack up Cam Ward. 2 sacks first game. That'd be fucking awesome. Shut up the world right away about Reese versus anybody.
I don't know if you're like following it all, but Tennessee's offensive line is not looking sharp at all to start training camps.
Dude, would be. Let me tell you something. If we go on fire that game and like get to the quarterback like 4 or 5 times that game, you know what I'm saying? That would be an awesome way to start the season. You know, I mean, what scares you about Tennessee?
What scares me about them?
Yeah,
I don't know if anything really scares me about them. The only thing that I would say that they might have over us is I trust Brian Daboll as an offensive play caller.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good
and Robert Saleh as a defensive play caller. I think that defense has some good players on it. JFM's over there. We'll see what Jermaine Johnson, if he, kind of takes a step in the right direction. They got some players there. Cam Ward in year 2, you just don't know. Like, year 2 is usually a jump up or that drop down, is depending on how it falls out. But I really like Cam Ward as a prospect coming out. Brian Daboll really liked him as a prospect coming out. That's a major reason why he's there. Tried trading up to get him, but Tennessee wasn't listening.
Are you worried about
as far as like scares me? I'm not scared of Tennessee. I think that's when you look at the first 4 games, like that's probably the winnable game.
Yeah. I mean, especially going away. Does Carnell Tate scare you at all?
Carnell Tate?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a rookie, so I don't know. I mean, these corners scare me that we have. Yeah. So they have Carnell Tate. They also have what's the name? The guy from the Giants. So has some familiarity with Table.
Robinson, right?
Wan'Dale Robinson. Yep.
Wan'Dale Robinson. So, who's their running back? Pollard.
Did they bring back Pollard? I feel like they brought in somebody. Hold on one second. I feel like they brought somebody in.
We're like 5 weeks away, right? 5 more Sundays for football.
Yeah, you haven't been scouting the Tennessee Titans yet?
No, not yet. It's what it is. I need to watch the first preseason game to start getting into it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It is Pollard. They brought in Michael Carter over there too. Did you know that?
Get out of here! No, he's gonna slay us up that game.
They still have Calvin Ridley.
Oh, I guess they do.
That's
something to worry about because he's a deep threat for sure.
Yeah, but he's not what he once was.
No.
Yeah, their offensive line is probably like the area we can attack because they got Skoronski, but other than that, it's probably pick your poison.
That's why having Sweat there that game, especially as a revenge game for him. You know what I'm saying? That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
The defensive line has some players: JFM, Jeffrey Simmons, Jermaine Johnson. Like that's an area. But I think when you look at it like strength, we got
Membou, we got Geno, we got Titman. Come on, get rid of the ball quick. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing where Geno needs to like make sure. Like last year, he held on to the ball too long. That was one of the problems he had. You know what I'm saying?
Smith?
So, Geno.
Yeah, I mean he's historically kind of had that issue, but he can get the ball out quick. That's not
what we want. That's what we want.
Concerned.
That's the biggest question.
That's right. They brought in Alante Taylor. I forgot about that too. So that's a positive there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, again, Tennessee doesn't scare me. Like I'm not sitting here scared of Tennessee. Can we go in there and lose? Sure, definitely. Like I'm not sitting here and acting like I think we're gonna whoop that ass. But
so let me ask you another question. First 4 games that we have on our schedule, which it's going to be Tennessee, Green Bay, Chicago, Detroit, and then Chicago, right?
Yep.
Okay. Out of those 4 games, can you see the Jets at 2-2?
If we beat Tennessee, we can try and steal one of these other games. Like that's
what I mean, yeah.
It's all that Tennessee. You may easily be 0-4.
Oh well, that's what I'm worried about. And I honestly don't think I don't see that. I really don't. I mean, listen, again, they haven't proved anything to me, but I really feel that we could beat Tennessee, and I might think that we can steal one from Green Bay our second game, man, at home. Listen, Green Bay is who they got. I mean, they're nothing special either.
Still Green Bay. I mean,
I know. They're coming to New York, though. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, but Green Bay fans travel.
No, I got you. I mean, who knows what the hell Detroit's going to be this year? I mean, I know they got a freaking high-powered freaking offense, and that's what scares the crap out of me. But, I mean, we don't know what Detroit's going to be. What were they finish last year, 7-9?
Yeah, down year. 7-10, 8-10, or 8-9, I mean.
9. And then, I mean, Chicago is just on a league of its own right now. I mean, that's the one team I automatically have a capital L next to it. Especially that's in Chicago too, right? So we have 3 road games out of our first 4.
No, I think it's 2-2.
Is it? Well, we got Titans on the road, Green Bay at home, and isn't Detroit and Chicago both on the road?
Actually, Detroit went 9-8 last year.
Oh, they went 9-8. I thought we had 3 away games.
I thought we started 2-2. I'm pulling it up now.
All right.
So at Titans. Oh yeah, it is 3.
Yeah, it's the only home game.
And then the following batch is 3 out of 4 at home.
At home, okay, and that's a good batch too. We have what? We have Cleveland, Miami, and New England, right?
Hold on one second. This got. I don't know what the heck is going on with this damn thing. Let me look at the actual schedule. It was like skipping the week 5 game.
Oh. You know what's cool though?
Week 5.
Almost every game isn't every game for us at 1:00 this year on Sunday.
I think there's like all but 2.
Yeah. What's the other 2? What are the 2?
I'll let you know in a second here.
We don't have a Monday night game.
So the first, 3 out of 4 on the road. Then 3 out of 4 at home. So far, all are 1:00 games that I can see.
I think they're almost all right. We have one game that's a Thursday night game, right?
Our first non-1:00 game is week 11 against the Chargers because they're a West Coast team.
Oh, so that's a 4:15.
4:05, yeah.
Yeah. And then we have an 8:00 game on Thursday, right?
At Arizona is a 4:00 game. That's it. Everything else is 1:00. And I
so we don't have a Thursday night game either? Oh, that's right. We don't even have one primetime game this year. You're right.
No.
That's fine. I love the 1:00 games, to be honest with you. I hate the 4:00. 1:00 is good.
We can move in silence.
Yeah, exactly.
Can
keep
this thing rolling.
Oh yeah.
But 3 out of 4 games on the road. Yeah, that's what we're just mentioning too. I don't know why this chat it got delayed. Chris has been mentioning a few things. He caught up with us on Robinson. He was helping us out there.
You've been coming in and out too. Quite a couple times. Yeah, but you caught up now though.
Damn internet. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we got first week of training camp. Obviously, a lot of good signs so far, but a few shaky injuries. But it sounds like nothing serious to this point. So hopefully, these guys get their treatment, figure this shit out,
get
ready to roll here in a couple of weeks. Maybe they don't get that play in training camp, but I think I taught myself into some positivity is that you got players that play those positions that have some experience. So worst case scenario, gives these guys a little bit more time to get acclimated, get ready. And maybe this is a situation where dare I say, you start getting prepared for what it means to get in a rookie and not throwing him into the fire and letting him kind of work his way into it.
Same thing as next year's quarterback when we get our quarterback. You got Geno Smith does really well.
That you don't force the situation. You just kind of let these guys work their way into the rotation when they are more than ready to play and see where it goes. It's different with a quarterback, obviously, because once he's a starter, he's a starter. So you can put these guys in a rotation, but
I got a question for you. Let's say Geno Smith has a really good year this year. Okay. Do you bring him back for a year or two more and draft a quarterback and have him develop under Geno Smith? Is that in the plans, you think?
That's definitely in the plans.
Right.
As opposed to what? Just letting him walk and bringing rookie and doing the stupid thing all over again? No.
Well, we've been through that before. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because I'll tell you right now, if Geno Smith has a good year, he's going to want more than a 1-year contract. Is that something where you throw a franchise book at him and what are you doing?
You can do that.
I
don't know.
60 mil. Just say, bro, you're going to hand the reins over to the rookie, but you're starting next year. Done.
So there's one or two ways you can go about this. The way I would like to go is you just work out some sort of 2-year contract that works for him. He's familiar with the area, played here for a long time, was even with the Giants for a long time, so probably still has some sort of roots in the area.
Yeah.
Went to West Virginia, so not so far away from the New York area, so kind of centralized to that location. So might have an incentive to stay here. He's working under Frank Reich. I don't think he really wants to go through the whole new offensive coordinator thing again if he has to. So work out some sort of team-friendly kind of contract with him that makes him happy as well. With the acknowledgement that, hey, we're drafting a rookie. This isn't like a contract to make you the starter long term. I think he would have to understand that to be the case as well. Option 2, you let him test the waters type of situation. Just tell him, hey, whatever you get out there, come back to us type of situation if you can. And if the other team outbids you, guess what? That could turn into a comp pick in the future. I'm not saying that's the way I would go, but worst case scenario.
Well, we have to see how the year plays out.
I mean, what's the best case scenario you really think is going to happen here? Is that he's going to get
honestly, you know what, man? Listen, I do feel like they could be something a little bit better than we think. That's what I'm starting to feel. I mean, listen, I could see a winning record. I could see possibly sneaking in onto the 7th spot. You know what I'm saying? I can see it. It's not like it's so far gone. It's not. Because you know what? As long as everything goes up one notch or two, like let's say quarterback play. Quarterback is going to play is going to be way better than it was last year. Okay? We have weapons. Offensive line is stellar. Running game should be good, which, I mean, if Brees goes off next year and you get a good freaking companion with Braylon Allen and freaking, what's his name over there? Isaiah Davis, dude. It could be something. I mean, wow. We could be looking at something like, holy shit. These Jets
a lot of heads to feed. It looks good on paper, but
right.
Frank Reich has got to, again, there's no excuse here. There's some talent on this offense. It's definitely transitioned from a team that's always been kind of defensive heavy, and offense has always been a step behind the defense, if not strides behind the defense. Now it seems like the offense probably is
a power
of the defense.
Yeah, it looks like it's a power in our team for once.
The beauty of this situation, though, really comes down to the fact that they're kind of positioned in a way. Obviously, like, none of this stuff matters if you don't pick the right quarterback. That's obviously priority number one. Next year they gotta bring in the right guy. But with all the weapons on offense, they're put in a situation where, especially with all this draft capital still and all this money, they can turn this defense around at the blink of an eye. It can happen pretty damn quick. I forget who it was. I think it was Brian Costello that said a quote that Joe Douglas liked to use a lot is, I forget exactly how it goes, but something along the lines of like, you can microwave a defense, you gotta go slow with it on offense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't turn an offense from 32nd to top 5 off season unless you get lucky with a quarterback. Right. Defense, you can turn it around from a bottom 20 defense to a top 10. Like it's happened so many times. Yeah.
Year 1 with Saleh and year 2 with Saleh. We went from like 30th to like top 5 in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it can happen. You're right. And honestly, if the Jets are in the mix, let's say like meaningful football games in November, right before that trade deadline, dude, they'll be buyers. They'll look for something. You know what I'm saying? That could be a situation.
This year?
Yeah.
No. I can't see it this year.
I mean, if you think, let's say,
you got trade draft picks. You trade draft picks?
I mean, let's say you could bring in like a shutdown corner, a young shutdown corner.
You're doing what the Colts did with us last year. Why? Like, that's.
Yeah, I won't give up 2 first rounders though. No, you know what? Forget it. Let's just get off this. We're not going to go.
The Jets aren't in position for that type of situation. Yeah. You go the status quo with what you've got, and then next year, look at the Raiders did. I look at the Raiders and kind of paint that picture a little bit. Like, the Raiders kind of went all in, like, not all in, but like they went aggressive on building this roster around.
I mean, listen, they brought in, what's his name? The guy from the Ravens. What's his name over there? Oh,
Linderbaum.
Right. They brought him in for $100,000 million, whatever. But outside of that, what are they doing?
He's worth it for what you're asking.
Yeah, but now what about on their off? Like, who are their receivers? Let's start with that.
Yeah, the receivers are concerning. Yeah, I'm not saying that
they got Bowers and Gianti, Ashton Gianti, whatever his name is over there. But outside of that, who are their receivers? I forgot who they are. They're like nobody there, bro. Oh, they got
Geno. Yeah. Again, I'm not saying that they built perfection. I'm saying that they've kind of worked their way around in this offseason, really building that defense up. Like you bring Quiddy Pay.
Oh yeah, they did bring in some defensive help for sure.
Brought in well, they were going to trade Max Crosby, but then keeping him after the whole fallout thing. They brought up 2 different players too. You mentioned Linderbaum. There was someone else too, but like they took this offseason as a way of like, okay, we don't want to be in a situation where Mendoza's out there and the defense is giving up 80 points a game and the offense has to score 30, 40 points just to make us look like we're not getting destroyed. Like they can allow him to grow at his own pace, and then the Kirk Cousins signing is huge too.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
that's probably the type of move that the Jets can kind of make if the whole Geno Smith thing kind of falls in a different direction. But again, we're in a different world here. But Chris bringing up a good point here. Frank Reich, just bring some offensive respectability. That's really what we're asking for at this point. Obviously, we'd like to have an offense that can win some games for us, but you got to crawl before you can walk. And I think the Jets put themselves in a good position where they can start crawling and maybe walk towards the end of the year.
I totally agree with Chris.
Figure it out later point.
Like, we've spoke about it, like just molding these players. I mean, you have competent coaching now, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like listen, we still don't know. The verdict's still out on Aaron Glenn. We know that. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you have guys that can step into that role, God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely have what's his name that can do it, right? And he's done it. He's had success.
Yeah, but you don't really want like, I don't know.
Bro, it's too early. You know what it is? We got to see how it looks first. We're jumping the gun, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, let's play a game first.
Yeah.
Let's play a preseason game first.
I want to see a preseason game. Next Friday will be all different, dude. That's going to be fun. Where are you watching? We're going to do a watch party.
Do we rant if they lose?
Oh, we just have a watch party, dude.
What was he doing not calling a timeout right there?
You'll see a lot of Klubnik that game, I think, right? You think you'll see 2 quarters out of him?
What was that?
You think you'll see 2 quarters out of him?
I think you probably see, like you were saying earlier, probably Geno Smith for a drive, if that even. They may not even do that. But I think you do see Geno Smith for a drive. And then I think you see Klubnik go the rest of the first quarter. Obviously, you want to see him in a 2-minute drive position, obviously, so you'd probably finish the first half. And then, if he ends on a hot stride, you might just want to say, hey, like, let's close it up, whatever. Or you might bring him out for a possession in the second half. But they probably let him finish the first half, and then Brady Cook, Bailey Zappi, you guys can mop things up a little bit. It's probably the way it goes, but we'll see.
How many reps you think Bailey will get out there and Cooper?
I think it's all limited.
You think so?
If they go 3 and out, then they're done. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
Again, I just don't know. Like I feel like I just want to see him get the feet wet. Get like a drop a few sweats and then get out of there. It's really kind of what you're going for.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
We'll see. Again, preseason probably one of the most boring things like ever. Like,
not for your team.
I don't know. I
like watching the Jets play though.
I don't know if you've watched UFL at all.
No,
but
boring.
UFL is actually more boring than preseason, but preseason is pretty damn close. I tell you what, like I tried one day.
UFL?
Oh, it's horrible.
You watch the LFL?
What's that?
The Lingerie Football League?
No.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Probably gets more eyes than this shit, but yeah, the UFL stuff is just horrible. But Anthony Beck's a good coach over there. I guess he's won like a championship over there or some shit.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. His son's a quarterback in college.
Oh, get out. Are the eyes on him yet or no?
I don't think he's like that type of guy. But he plays for Penn State.
Oh,
he was playing for Iowa State, and then he transferred.
Oh, so it's probably his second year or something?
I think it's his third.
Dude. Bro, college is starting in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think the first games we talked about last week, but I think the first game's at August 29th, maybe.
Yeah, buddy. Was it? Oh, it's 4 weeks, really.
Yeah. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 Saturdays. But that first week is garbage. It's all garbage teams. The only one's interesting is Geno playing. I forget who he's playing, but it's at least one of the quarterbacks going.
Oh, we're gonna be.
Usually doesn't ramp up until like week 2. Really is when.
Week 2 in college is our first game is September 12th,
13th, I think it is.
13th. Yeah, it's starting a little late this year, isn't it? Or it's always been around this time. Actually,
it's always right after Labor Day.
Yeah, it is.
Well, Labor Day's late this year because it's on the 7th. Literally the last day it could possibly be. So, yeah, I think do you know there's a Wednesday opener this year?
Opener? Oh, it's not Thursday?
No.
The first game is that Wednesday?
Yeah.
So is it Wednesday game and a Thursday game, or is it Wednesday to Sunday?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that the Wednesday game isn't even the Seahawks aren't playing.
Who's playing that game? Is that the game in Brazil?
Yeah, it is like a foreign game. I think it's Brazil.
Oh, jeez. Which
is probably one of the most silly things. Why are they playing an international game week 1?
That's stupid. Is it KC, Kansas City?
All right, this thing is stupid, man.
What was it saying?
It's saying the Patriots play the Seahawks week 1, which I don't think is true. Wait, is it true?
It's week 1 game.
It is? Oh, damn. How did I not know that? So, okay, so but I'm all fucked up here. So, yeah, September 9th is Seahawks. So they're playing Sunday Night Football on a Wednesday night.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. So there's a Wednesday night game. Sorry. So
Sunday Night Football.
The Seahawks. Is that in Seattle or is that in
Yeah, it is Seattle.
Now, is there a Thursday night game too?
There's also a Thursday night game. This is an international game in Australia.
Oh, and who's playing that game?
49ers versus Rams, a divisional game.
Dude, hey, you know what? We got some good football that week, dude. Wednesday night, Thursday night. Is there a Friday night game too? Come on. No way.
No.
All right.
Can't do that. Can't do that to the high school kids, man. That's like their opening weeks. Baby. And then the Sunday slate. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games at 1:00.
And probably 3.
4 games at 4:30.
There you go. That Sunday night game. Oh, they're not doing a Sunday night game now?
They are. Cowboys Giants is Sunday Night Football, the real Sunday Night Football. So you get 2 Sunday Night Football games this week. One on Wednesday, one on Sunday. And then Monday Night Football, Broncos Chiefs. That one should be a good one.
Yeah, actually, it's a pretty good slate the first week. Bro, even have Patriots against Seahawks, bro.
What was that?
There's 3 teams I'm watching besides the Jets. Okay, we're watching Indy, we're watching Dallas, and we're watching Green Bay. The tankathon.
Indy opens up against the Ravens.
Beautiful thing, bro. The tankathon is starting.
Green Bay against the Vikings.
Dude, the Jets are going to finish
divisional game
record, and we're going to have 2 top 5 picks. Thank you, Indy, and thank you either Dallas or Green Bay. And I'll take
Dallas. Dallas plays the Giants. We just talked about in New York though. So that game is in New York.
Bro, they got Harbaugh now, so it's a different Giant team. We don't know.
Yeah.
So hey, we'll see.
And I don't know if you know, the Jets play Tennessee that week.
Oh, the Titans? Where? In New York or in Tennessee?
They're in Tennessee this week.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, we still got a long time. We're August 4th. We have September 13th.
Yeah, we got 6 weeks, bro.
It's so long, man. It's too long.
It is. But you know what?
We're almost there.
It's starting to the itch is starting to come. You got what I'm saying?
I think what is it, like 6 Sundays? I think Scott Hansen puts his weekly update. Six more Sundays. 6 more Sundays.
There you go. I seen it on Facebook yesterday.
Yeah.
6 Sundays till football.
Anyway, that's all, bro. I don't know.
That's good. That's what we got. I mean, next week we'll do it again. Talk about some news that we hear. Hopefully, we get some positive with the injuries.
That's the biggest thing. Just get out there, fucking quit your bitching.
Bro, it's gonna be our first. It's gonna be our first preseason week, bro. We can start talking about week one.
That's right. Next week is a game week, so we'll come prepare with the game plan. And
they're playing in New York, though, right?
What was that?
The game is in New York, right? The Tampa game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they were here. That would have been awesome. I would take a ride.
Yeah, especially if they would have done the open practice, which they are doing. But
yeah,
and this only one. Like they're very weird this year. Like they're not doing shit. Like that. Only one open practice. Only one.
They're trying to change it up a little bit, bro. Maybe that's why. You know what it is? I think when they allow all these open practices, a lot of these reporters come in from other teams and takes all the scoop on the Jets. And that's why they get stuck all the time.
That's why the Jets have sucked the last 10 years.
So maybe they say, you know what? No spies, right? And now watch us catch the world on fire.
There's like a different.
Who are these fucking Jets?
There's like a different type of Spygate that they've been doing the last 15 years against us.
Yeah, geez, come on, man.
Yeah, nah. We'll see, but yeah. I mean, it's a lot of positive news. I mean, I come with some pessimism just because of the injuries pissed me off, especially because it feels like maybe one could have been avoided potentially, but who knows?
Well, you know what, though? At the end of the day, you're going to hear about it all the time. As long as it's nothing serious, knock on wood, let's just move the ball rolling, bro. Let's keep it going. That's it.
Yep. Everyone, appreciate you guys for joining.
Hit the like button.
Appreciate everyone in the chat for commenting. Appreciate that all. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Dom was just giving thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us your comments. We'll be sure to reply to those over the course of the week. Stay safe. One more week, and just play a football game. It's not a real one, but there will be refs, there will be whistles, there will be a clock, and there will be Kid Klubnik. So tune in next week. We'll actually see this uniform on the field.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all we got here. Appreciate everyone for joining. Let's go Jets.